what exactly is going on there? Now I know what you're probably thinking. You're wondering, can a buzz quote save me money? No, it's likely to save you a load of money. And that's why I started Buzzquote.me. On the morning of August 4, 2014, in Key Largo, Florida, DEA agents raided the luxury compound of suspected drug lord Rodrigo Valle, and there discovered a record-breaking haul of highest quality South American cocaine. But it was while securing the basement of the compound that the agents discovered something incredible: an underground foot tunnel stretching nearly 1 mile to the island of Rodriguez Key. Old Rodriguez Key had been uninhabited for over 100 years, but visitors to the island had captured many pictures which were difficult to explain. UFO sightings, unknown lurking figures, the paranormal. But the DEA now feared that drug smugglers were using high-speed boats to land drugs on the island and then using the tunnel to smuggle that contraband into America. Later that day, a federal amphibious team descended onto the Forbidding Island, but found, amazingly, that the smuggling tunnel continued past Rodriguez all the way to the Bahamas, nearly 180 miles into the Atlantic Ocean. The White House was alerted, and 2 days later, an international anti-smuggling task force set off into Bahamas' jungle interior to try to find the entry point of the tunnel. But what they found was astounding. The tunnel did not end in the Bahamas. Instead, it stretched all the way to Chimbote, Peru, 2,200 miles away. And... Wait a second. Are you telling me that there is a drug smuggling tunnel from South America? Let's think about that for a second. The world's longest people-carrying tunnel is the Seikon Tunnel in Japan. It's only 14 miles long and took 3 years to build. At that rate, that tunnel to Peru would take about 478 years to dig out. Furthermore, parts of the Caribbean are up to 25,000 feet deep. Do you know how difficult it would be to construct anything under that kind of pressure? But as for the quality of Rodrigo Valle's cocaine, well, to be honest, I know a guy who can get you much better stuff than that. Here, I'll text you his number right now. Good thing, stupid bastard, doesn't ever work. Stop, okay, let's start this over again. Did you know that right now, while you're sitting here on the internet, wasting your valuable time, you're also being cheated, you're being ripped off, and rich dudes are stealing your money for no reason? Now, if that's okay with you, please stop this video and go back to wasting time. But if you're not okay with that, then you need to go right now to Buzzquote.me. If you spend some time looking around my YouTube channel, I think you'll agree that what I've done here is totally unprofessional. I mean, right now, I'm featuring a video on my channel entitled Am I Gay? And another called Why My Videos Suck. But still, this is what happened when I put Buzzquote.me on YouTube. I got over 15 million views. I got tens of thousands of comments. People were interested. People made fun of my list, but the story that I told just made sense, and it's a story I'm going to tell you right now. So I was checking my online statements recently, and I was noticing that I got charged every month in my account for something called insurance, which I never used. I mean, sure, I had bills to pay, but they were all for stuff that I used, like my house, or my phone, or my internet. But this insurance thing, I didn't actually use it, so why was I paying for it? And after I did some research, I realized that what was happening was that all this insurance money was going to rich guys who were spending it on their fancy homes, fancy boats, and other rich guy stuff that they used to show off to their friends. So I got pissed, and I made this website called Buzzquote.me. What is Buzzquote.me? It's a way to bypass all the branding and other middleman nonsense and really save money. And most importantly, you need to know that getting a Buzzquote is free, and that you can get a Buzzquote yourself by going right now to Buzzquote.me. It'll take about 2 minutes. Okay, more detail. Every year, the auto insurance industry spends about $5.9 billion on advertising. Advertising they force you to watch on TV, on billboards, in magazines, everywhere. This advertising, which usually features hilarious stuff like lizards, cavemen, white rooms, etc., is totally and utterly meaningless. Like, really meaningless, irrelevant. The insurance industry's branding is meaningless because in the real world, all auto insurance is actually the same. It doesn't matter what company you get it from, it's just a question of finding the lowest rate. But the big insurance advertisers spend so much money because they are trying to brainwash you into a simple mental shortcut, that you should go directly to whatever brand is most heavily advertised to get your coverage. And the result is that there are now millions of idiots in this country who actually believe that there is a difference between different brands of auto insurance. These people have not yet figured out that they are being lied to, that all insurance is the same. You pay a monthly premium. If you get in an accident, you call your insurance company. You hope you get some cash for repairs, and you hope your insurance rate doesn't go up too much. Let me say it one more time. It does not matter which company you get insurance from, they are all the same. Now, in this video, you might notice that we haven't mentioned the names of any of these insurance companies. There's a very good reason for this. We don't want to get our asses sued off. That would suck. And these companies do not fuck around. They retain very big, very serious law firms so that if you so much as make a nasty tweet about them, get ready to be crushed like a disgusting little bug. And that stuff about rich guys taking your money, we're not making this up. The CEOs of these big insurance companies make a lot of money. A lot of money. Oh, but they have some really great uses for all that money they're taking out of your bank account. The planes, the boats, the private schools, the yacht club memberships, the tasteful little apartments in Paris so their wives can go shopping for the weekend, preposterously overpriced furniture, the household staff, the new iPads because their idiot kid just smashed the old one, the pool maintenance, the weekend house, the fees for horse stabling, the outdoor fountains, the classic cars, the cost of renting a summer cottage in the Hamptons, but then at the last minute canceling because you're worried about bed bugs, the $1,700 shoes, the nonsensical art collection, the burled walnut trim in the interior of the office libraries, the pure breed dogs, the ridiculous high-end kitchens, which they'll never use anyway because they just can't be bothered and would rather order dinner from that Italian place in town, the ski vacation, the rustic farmhouse dining table that they had flown in from that charming antique store in London, the occasional Russian hooker, the you name it. The fact is that being ridiculously rich ends up being really, really expensive. And that's why they need to keep putting those stupid ads on TV and why they make you pay for them. And here's the other thing. When you go direct to a big insurance carrier, what you are doing is financially rewarding these companies for their huge advertising spend. You are paying them to continue to try to brainwash you. You're paying them extra to reward them for advertising to you. Crazy, right? The conspiracy is actually real. It's time to ask yourself, what kind of person are you and what do you stand for? And sure, you're a person who will appreciate and also quite frankly deserves a buzz quote. It'll take about 2 minutes. Get one right now for free at Buzzquote.me. Man, that was epic.